Welcome to another edition of the Camping Survival Video Blog. It's been a while. I'd like to do videos more often. I think it's been a month or two since we've done our last one. We've just been swamped lately. Absolutely nuts. Food's going like crazy, so I decided to come down in the back of the warehouse here and just do a video on food and talk about that a little bit. Paracord's been going nuts for a while, long time, and still is. But food products have been going like crazy. And the point of this video, I think, to me, is that this isn't just survival food. You want to stock away food, you want to store away food, and you don't just want to put stuff away that you're not going to eat. And then all of a sudden something happens, some kind of an event, and you got to switch to survival food. No, that's not what you want to do, because then you're going to create digestive problems, you're going to add to your stress, and you need more problems than you started with. So, I mean, some of this, some might consider survival food, but not all of it. It's amazing some of what's selling like crazy right now. Coffee, for example, is selling like crazy. Canned green coffee. Stuff is nuts. Imagine being the only one with coffee around. It's a very long shelf life because you still have to cook it. We've got rice. We've got some matchbooks in a can. That's nice stuff to have. Making fire is extremely important. Marinara sauce. Actually, this is amazing. I went to a trade show a while back and I stumbled across these eggs. Powdered eggs you've seen over the years are super heated, basically cooked, and then they put them into a can. This stuff is gently evaporated, they call it. They developed a new technology, so it's not cooked once already and then you cook it again to eat it, and then it's twice cooked, which tastes bad. This stuff is amazing. You reconstitute it and it's just like a regular fresh cracked egg. In fact, I had a craving the other day, and guess what I have at the house? We've got the ham. I had a ham craving, so I made ham and eggs and put some other stuff in it. And it was a great snack. Very tasty stuff. I mean, this DAC canned ham, for example, very tasty. You open it up, very simple, long shelf life, and you've got ham. Try some yourself. Just taste it and see what you think. In fact, that's the key to this food as well, is taste testing. A friend of mine recently came in and bought some Mountain House and some Wise food products. Mountain House is extremely popular. You've probably heard of it. As is Wise. This stuff has like a 20-year shelf life. And 4 people in this family, and they did a taste test. And what's funny, of course, we humans, we vary so much. 2 of them preferred the Mountain House taste. 2 of them preferred the Wise food taste. It's good to hear his report. I prefer, personally, the Mountain House as well. But again, that's personal preference. Because again, if something happens, you don't want to switch to MREs. I mean, we sell a ton of MREs. Keep that in mind. MREs are very cool. Meals ready to eat. They have everything you need. Say you're dealing with some kind of a crisis and you have to leave your home for a half a day or something to deal with something else. Have these in your vehicle already, or in your bag, or just grab them on the way out the door, and you've got everything you need for more than a meal. And these things are jam-packed for soldiers. It has everything from spoon to fork and spices, and MREs rock, and they've got a very long shelf life. But that's not all you want in your emergency stores. You want a wide variety. Variety is key too. In fact, we did a bacon video a while back. You might have seen it. Stuff goes like crazy. It's amazing. If you haven't watched the bacon video, you'll be shocked at how much is in here. We compare our prices too, by the way. Beef chunks, turkey, broth. We actually visit stores, and we of course check our competitors as well to make sure that we're rocking out there, and our prices are terrific and our shipping is low. So keep that in mind. In fact, recently, I think it was Thanksgiving, we were making some soup after it was all over, and we didn't have enough broth, and I think the stores were closed at that point. So guess who had, well, this is chicken broth, but guess who had turkey broth in his basement? Yeah. So we were able to pull that off. It worked out very well. Or, again, at the holidays, butter. This stuff is amazing. Canned butter. There's nothing special done to this. It's simply canned. So you were open this up, put it on a plate. No, it's the same butter as if you were to buy in a store. It's just amazing. You can have this. And cheese. This stuff is very tasty. One of our employees, he actually bought a case of it recently, and he's always got it with him. We got this size. We've got a small size, possibly for backpacking, a little easy open lid. I mean, this isn't beef jerky. This isn't survival food. This is real food. You can incorporate it into your daily meal preps. Oh, this is important too. We talk a lot about food, but that old thing about you know, you can live 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. It's good. It's a good guide. It's not exact, of course, but it's a guide. And the reason I mention that is because, again, we're talking about food, but think about what sources you have locally. If there's a flood, for example, and there's sewage and there's chemicals in the water, you're not going to be able to clean that water. But you've got to think about these things. Water is extremely important. Sit down for a moment and think about how much water you go through a day. This one here, it's the desalinator. It turns ocean water, salt water, into fresh water. Very expensive, $800-900, something like that. But if that's your source, that's what you need. Now this, on the other hand, is our best-selling water filter, the Katadyn Pocket Water Filter. We sell a bunch of them. We've got a terrific price on the site too, and with our shipping, no one touches it. So, and this will do just thousands and thousands of gallons, 13,000 gallons it'll clean. So if you have water sources near you, which hopefully you've identified them, you should also have some stored as well. Because depending on what the water is, you don't necessarily need to treat it all for showers, just for drinking. And depending again what the water source is, you might want to think about a tiered system. Do a filter first, and you could even use chemicals and this, or stages. You want to think about having an overall plan. Think about it ahead of time. Emergency preparedness and survival, it can be a fun hobby. It's extremely important. I think the way things are, I mean, we're getting more technologically oriented, and we're getting farther and farther away from where our grandparents were. They stored food. That's just how it was. Most of us I don't think do that anymore. Our customers do, as you can see, and so I think that's extremely important. So check us out. This isn't survival food. This is real food. It's all on our site. It's going like crazy right now. Absolutely nuts. Let us know if there's anything else we can help you with. And thank you, and have a nice day.